And I think we're all set up. Okay, audio working how I want it to. I really want to get a new picture right in there. I think that would be great. A new picture right over there. This, I guess for now, this will be smaller. Yeah, there we go. Worked out perfectly well. You're the first. Hello to the new week. You're the first person here, and the news is but. Hi to you. Hello to you, just a silly little guy. What's the silly report for us as some more upbeat Undertale music starts playing? How's the silly report here? There's first words indeed. Hi to you, Guy. Hi, Buzz and Brina. Did we decide that Kai meant like food or something? Wait, decide? Okay, decide as in look it up, and then it means in a language that there's a food. The how's it fooding? How's it buzzing? I've been trying to like do this for a minute, but also what? And then Leviathan has 7 minutes, folks. It's good to see you for 7 minutes or however. I really thought I was gonna get here earlier. I think that every time. Well, next stream is another chance to do it right. You're about to make cupcakes with your sister. It's the season for baking. Over the weekend, me and my mom baked a bunch of cookies. We baked a bunch of cookies for my childhood friend who was in town visiting, baking a bunch of cookies just like that. Okay, let's get some sketches out here. And you want to have a somewhat sleeping schedule? That is it. That's the priority. Okay, this is viewed on a screen. Do you have a blue light filter that turns your screen kind of red? It seems like a gimmick, but it works. You're gonna be so restful. I'm talking energetically. You're gonna be so sleepy. And then you're gonna see Ballad of the, you're gonna see the song of the Snakes, the Birds, the Hunger Games. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You don't even have to say it. I'm telepathic. I know what you're doing. I know what's happening. That's exciting. Okay, before it came out, I thought it was going to be a television or streaming series, and I didn't think it was gonna be a movie, so I was surprised when it was a television streaming series. There's share of what? Oh right, share of cookie, right? The most important sort of thing. Your dad's ordering the books. What? That's fun stuff. I don't get physical books as often as I used to, but I used to like really look out for them. I mean, as it stands now, I have the Divergent trilogy behind me, and I want to sell it. I want to walk over to the used bookstore and sell it. I was hoping that could be, I don't know, a vlog that I can do, because I don't really leave the house a lot. I don't really walk out of the house among my own volition and really take myself somewhere. It's just some sort of disturbed and sheltered life over there. So if I want to sell those, I gotta make moves. I gotta make moves on my own. And then your Pinterest is full of Hamilton angst. It got angsty, like you just showed interest in Hamilton, and then it got angsty, and it didn't even ask the there's there's a lot of half sentences, and then Kaya's almost about to be finished with this One Piece arc I've been watching for months. Let's cheer. Okay, whoa, reading this a little bit late, but cheering. The month, like in the comic or in the show. I mean, either way, it can last months. Sometimes something is good quality and I like it, and then I stop watching it for months, because the good quality that I'm talking about when I'm watching it is the sort of quality that's emotional pain as I watch the characters get traumatized. And so sometimes I don't have the capability for that, so I pause it for a couple of months. So it's all Philip dying. Help me, help you draw Philip dying, help you populate it a little more with some Philip dying, and then Leviathan, you're saying your friends called you a demon today, and you're sitting next to your cat and rabbit. It's a happy way to be. It's a contented way to be. There's a cat, there's a rabbit, and they're friends, and they're friends with you. It's a good world, okay? You can make friends with the animals. Of course, it's for food, but what relationships aren't? That's a weird one. That's a weird one to say. Your friends call you Blob. Your friends call you Demon. And then there's a happy face after it. So I'm gonna guess that that's a good and cool thing. I don't know. I'd like to be the demon sometimes. And by that I mean I'd like to be so cool and awesome and wear a cool hat that looks like horns. Ooh, but like ram's horns. And then I can ram things. There's in the show. Okay, okay. God, okay, like a thousand episodes of actual show. I'm not misremembering. There's 1,000 episodes of actual show. I always feel a little weird knowing that, I don't know, a lot of shows get canceled and stuff these days, cut off at the 2 seasons. We're left wanting for more forever. That happened to Shadow and Bone lately, and then what is it about, I don't know, some kind of special formula for other shows that get you 7 seasons of Star Trek, infinite seasons of One Piece? It's not a knock against these other favorites, but it just makes my heart ache because it's clearly possible. It's clearly possible. I'm going off on some huge tangent. Your friend called you an avian for seeing a worm and telling them to eat it. If it looks yummy, it looks nummy. If it looks yummy, it looks like food. The pose that I'm trying to draw. Let's get some torso sort of shape in here, and a little bit of blue probably. Okay, they tossed water on me, which made me make a sound of surprise. Then they said it was holy water, and due to my reaction, I'm now a demon in their eyes. My friends also call me a seagull because I have a silly laugh. Everyone's entitled to make seagull noises. I think it's a little bit biased of your friends to only pick up on you when you're making seagull noises. You really gotta give them a little surprise, probably. Just a healthy little surprise, and they're gonna make some seagull noises for you. There's the One Piece being real, and then you'll be 50 and the One Piece will still not be found. It's such a layman's perspective that I have. Such a normie only watch 2 episodes of a live action perspective that I have. If I think that the show could continue after they found the One Piece, they could do something. I don't know. You make stretch goals. That's probably a half-finished, half-baked thought. Maybe it shouldn't be found. Maybe it's better if it's not found. And then, you put a picture of you and your cat sitting in the Discord. It's a good time. It's a good day for cat sitting. Hello, cat. Hello, cat. Contentedness. Contentedness. There's. If God didn't want us to snort worms, He wouldn't have made them cylindrical. That message has now been in there in the chat for so long. You can really choose to type anything. You can really put your hands on the keyboard and choose to type anything. Okay, I'm seeing Leviathan that it's been 8 minutes now. You're gonna get to sleep. I encourage you. You're gonna be so strong and full of restfulness. What am I missing? I miss saying hello to Weirdo. Hello to you, Weirdo. The word fun is in funeral, which is why my funeral will be a party, and my significant other will dance with my body. Ooh, you gotta have it super fast. Oh no, that's a strange way to think about a funeral. I mean, when I think about funerals, when I think about my own death, I think I want my own gravestone to have like a place where you can have fire on top of it, so everybody gather around me, my grave, and they roast the marshmallows on top of my grave. And then it's like a gift and a lovely time, and a time of the heart and a time of the hearth, and we're feeling the warmth even though I'm dead. That just seems great. Putting sugar over my grave, and then you have a classmate who screams like a fire alarm. I'm missing 1 million things. There's Froggy 3. There's Froggy 3 over here. There's Zombie. There's Your Name is Markiplier. And there's Okay, things that I missed reading. I read something online about a fella being at his friend's second wedding, and he started his speech by saying, "Welcome back, everybody." My grandma was married like 7 times. I tried to ask her one time, "Why'd you get married, Grandma, so many times?" And she was like, "I didn't know. I didn't know who was the right one until this last one." I guess it takes a couple of times sometimes. There's the real one pieces of friends we made along the way. It better be if it takes that long to find. There's exorcisms. There's you turned in your poster and it had turtles. Good luck with your poster. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. That's okay, maybe not a healthy mindset to bring into schoolwork and stuff, but they're gonna love it. Oh, cool. Somebody's starting out here with a whole bio. "Hi, I'm Norton, Texas. I'm a 25-year-old male from Washington. I'm 5'10" and weigh 160 pounds. I'm blonde and have blue eyes. My father, Sebastian, Texas. The Texas from Washington. Why do I read Texas and think you're from Texas? I'm biased. Is the owner of a local store. I'm a seller. Wait a second. I keep getting spam bots for marijuanas. I've been in so many states where marijuana is legal though. You can't tempt me because there's a normal store about it. And probably for other reasons too, but there's fully a normal store about it. There's why is your last name Texas and you're not from Texas? Yeah. That's confusing, right? Throws them off, but does it throw off the search results? Is there Is it okay, so there's Link going on and Zelda going on. This is YouTube, not a dating app bio. It's like I don't mind when like a general person comes in here and says, "Okay, I'm sorry, I do not sell drugs." Wait, you're sorry? Wait, in an ideal world you would sell drugs. Wait, okay, well, if I'm meeting somebody who's not designed to sell drugs. Wait, who's designed to sell drugs? Never mind that. If I'm meeting someone who's a person, hello to you, Norton, Texas. I think it's wonderful when people introduce themselves with a great big biography like that. Makes it a lot easier to remember, I think. Of course, now part of my memory will be thinking maybe you sell drugs, but that's not the case. It's just a misconception that I had straight off the bat. Oh God, I hope I don't introduce myself to anyone else like that. Just going off of it, there's chill. There's hello to you weirdo who bought 4 or 5 Night Freddy Today books and you'll snort them like they're drugs. There's this got very drug themes very fast. You sell used bathroom sinks. It would be more normal if you sold drugs. There's Hi to you, Heg Pie. Do you need a used bathroom sink? The used ones are the worst, right? You gotta refurbish them first. I think you should sell replaceable bathroom sinks. I think that all of the parts in a bathroom sink the pipe should pop out and then you put them in the dishwasher, cause I can never get in there to clean them. And then Froggy 3 is eating popcorn right now. The brand is Lesser Evil. They make good white cheddar popcorn. Thank you for the recommendation, Froggy. You know, we're all talking about marijuana and kitchen sinks. Bathroom sinks, kitchen sinks too now. Whoa. We're all talking about all of these sellable things and substance things. We don't need that. Okay, toward the viewer. Okay, wait, now I'm looking for jumping toward the viewer pose. Google search result. Bathroom is drowning. There's lots of hellos for the Heg Pie, and drugs will be at your funeral party. Don't do drugs. Chase that za. If you just say za, then that makes me think of pizza. Pizza pie, pizza pasta. There's and then Leviathan is saying, "I will now have my tickets please to leave insanity. Good night to you, Leviathan. Thanks for saying hi and goodbye and good rest and good sleep. You're so unconscious now." Okay, that was a violent gesture, but it's meant as a gentle gesture. Let's get some The correct phrasing is not let's get some head. The correct phrasing is let's draw a head. The correct phrasing is let's put a little skull shape on top of the little torso shape used for uranium bombs. And you know that hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby meme? You know that meme that's like comparing two things? Okay, let's get some dividers up in here. I guess we will, I don't know, make this we'll make this another shape as we go on, and then just get the top half of the shape going, and then the next part of the shape is gonna be this sort of thing. It's gonna be a little bit of a leggy. Wow, I haven't really drawn this before. There's being not dead. Yeah, I have heard that sleep is death practice because you're just lying there. I don't know, some people may find that to be a little bit morbid though. Hello, Ginger Brave. It's I will admit, at first I wasn't sure what to do with the Ginger Brave, but now is a drawing even complete unless halfway through the drawing, which is the entirety of being through the drawing for me, because I always get halfway. But what is the experience if halfway you don't, have a little smirk, have a little thing going on? What the hell face did I just make? I don't even know. Okay, I'm over in the middle of the chat. Your cat huffs when he's happy is so cute. Oh my gosh, expressions of happiness. That's what's needed for every single story, every single character that you write. You gotta find out what they express when they're happy. What is good when they're happy. There's Netherworld for Leviathan. There's And then Weirdo is saying, okay, wait, no, Froggy3 is saying I feel like a millennial when I say Lamau, and it's probably worse when I pronounce it out loud, Lamau. It stands for laughing my ass off, and that's fine at all. You don't have to like say it verbally like I do, but I started and I can't stop Lamauing. And you died without your consent. I'm a million years behind. In this chat. The cat is puffing his chest in. I will not be indoctrinated into liking your attention, human. Oh my god. What? How did it? I could see from where I was drawing a little bit of a lot of blunts, but it's still there's a little hat on it. Oh my god. Okay, Norton is saying that selling bathroom sinks is a respectable business. Also, I have to prove to my father that I'm a good seller, so I can inherit his bathroom store. I'm having some financial problems, got involved with the wrong people. Tough business, sir. Here, Bunny is sleeping. There's so much, and then what is happening? 50 minutes later, I'm on my way to success. Thank you. Best of luck to you. You're gonna do it through hard work and grit and determination, and your father wants you to be the next bathroom sink seller king. There's already such a story going on here, right? A story makes someone easier to remember. Why the hell do people start with only their names in regular face-to-face person introductions when they should be starting with a little bit of their life story? Here's what I'm doing these days. Here's where I'm going, and here's what my father thinks of it. I bet if I introduce myself to people that way, they would really remember me. A critters on your neck. I'm so sorry. There's things being drawn here. There's British. I should really scribble. I should really scribble a little more. Wait, so what's up with the ranking thing in the thumbnail? Right? Yes, I want to be going back and forth. The ranking thing in the thumbnail, but also in the title, because when someone asks me the question of the character, what's your favorite character, and then like sometimes that's an easy enough question to answer. I think my favorite characters in something like Undertale perhaps, or like Papyrus and Metaton, because I just think about them a lot, because I just remember them a lot. But then if you ask what my least favorite character is, that takes some thinking. And then if you ask like what they are compared to each other, like all of them in the classic style of a ranking. How do people make a lot of these? I had no idea how people made the classic tier system. Scroll that down so it's all nice and visible. How do people make the classic tier system? Remember the T-Ghost? Oh my gosh. I really want to, I don't know, have more of a doodle vibe. I want to, I don't know, I want to draw the T-Ghost. It's a vibe, but then I'm also opening up to this reference picture, and I'm also thinking about more than one thing at once. Norton, Texas is saying, my father doesn't want me to succeed. Oh, watch out for the big green. He wants to give the store to my older brother. He studied a career at the local university. I don't have a degree, but I'll prove my worth sooner than later. I used to have an evil advice segment on this stream sort of thing, an evil advice sort of thing, where I tell you the advice that would be the worst and most disastrous and evilest to do. I'm not necessarily doing that today, but if I were, the evilest advice would be to get your brother addicted to drugs so his life spirals out of control, then he's in no shape to run a business. Would be the evilest advice. Is this a little bit loud in my ear? It's a little bit loud in my ear. I think it's happened more than once now. I've clicked the wrong thing now. Please no. Please no. Okay, not trying to click the wrong thing. Just trying to get it out of my ear a little bit because it was a little tiny bit high pitched. There we go. If I've seen it once, it shouldn't surprise me anymore, but I keep just looking over, and the biggest blunt is being smoked threefold. Marijuana is appearing in a leaf. If it's not a surprise to me, then it shouldn't be as funny to me, but it's making me laugh every time. Yeah, anyway, I took a spreadsheet and I don't know, rearranged. It was what somebody used for making grades in the United States, the America making grades, one of those things, and I've rearranged it so that I can rank every single category that creates a favorite character for me. I'm not sure how visible that is, or if that's under the, I don't know, face cam. Let's zoom it in a little, why not? Yeah, the main categories for me are silly, tragic, badass, memorable, and how strong their story is, and how iconic they are, and how lovable they are. And then wild card, we're gonna have if they have Babygirl quality. That's sort of an undefinable level of affection that I find, I don't know, strange to describe. And then bonus points, there's being the favorite of a friend, or I've seen cool fan art about him. Let's zoom this back out a little bit. And that's all of the ways that I can think to rank a character, and I started to do that. Let's click back over here, and your father is I'm fully scrolled here and there. Your father is booty cheeks, follow your dreams, sell those sinks. Okay, green is here, there's okay, bunny's here, and I already tried using poison. I know about being evil. Okay. The thing that I try to preface evil advice with is don't do that, don't follow it. But so that's the funniest and most concerning response. I already tried it. Ooh, baby, oh my god. Norton, Texas is on a mission. But the world of bathroom accessories is a world of good. I can't be evil and own a bathroom store. That would be unethical. Wow, this could be a real person, but I also really think that this chat could just be an excellent way to test out characters and test out how they would think and enter a conversation as them. I mean, I guess people have character AI or something for things such as that, but I don't know, why not get some real human people? Not that Norton, Texas is a fictional character or nothing. Not that that's going on. But I don't know, there's so much there's so much going on there that it makes me think that would be the perfect scenario. Let's get some blue, going over here, going over there. Okay, there's a Discord, and bunnies can sleep with their eyes open. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's Froggy3 saying LGBT plus the all right. Not a total jerk, your criteria for a favorite character. Right, it's okay. The description for this this live stream is a little bit messy, but if you want to replace the categories with your own categories, I have a link to this template that I've made. Of course, it has these characters that I was categorizing already in there, but you can just be erasing things, yeah, if you wish. Erasing things if you wish. Neurodivergent, LGBT, yeah. I was wondering like whether to put like gay points. You're my favorite. When you're here, your family, it's called being gay, kind of thing. I was wondering about whether to put that in there. But sometimes when I know that a character is gay, and then I hear about that before I watch the show or whatever they're in, I'm like filled with anxiety about whether or not it's gonna be a hate crime. There's like less of a hate crime lately, and there's plenty of good things out there, but anxiety is my natural state. And so between anxiety and enthusiasm, it just turns into a neutral element for me, I suppose. Let's get some. It's just so wonderful. It's just so wonderful that there's a little bunny in the world, dark as a shadow, dark as the night. There's sleeping with their eyes open. It's a wonderful time. And oh hey, hi to you, the brewer. I'm slow in the chat today. As we encounter a cellar of bathroom sinks. Beef curry and jasmine rice tonight. Oh my gosh, are you going all in? Trying to master curry related foods. All I know is my mom took a class for something like that once, but if you have longer than one school semester to really explore it, okay, let's get some hips. Well, okay, I was connected, I was disconnected, I suppose. Let's get some hips up in here, and the hips are like this. And I'm really working in shapes, but I should work in scribbles sometimes. It's every single time. There's fresh fruit and gelato for dessert. Oh my god, the brewer! You're eating like royalty. You're eating like monarchy. You might be eating better than royalty and monarchy. Wait, okay, they in medieval times, they would put things in gelatins. That was for the rich people back then. They would put things in gelatins. Let's put some. Okay, where does this go? It's actually gonna go out to a little bit below a little bit below the foot, and then a little bit over here, and then that's how it all looks in perspective and whatever. But then now that I've I don't know, put it together, do I even really like that pose? I'm not sure. Looking at this pose, putting it together, not sure if I like it. The leg starts up a little bit higher actually, and that's gonna look a little bit better. The brewer managing to make me hungry when I'm eating. The powers are palpable. Fun fact, my baby Chibi, she's a Rex rabbit, which has a very unique fur pattern. It kind of stands like plush fur. They're super soft. What the hell? That's awesome. And then weird, oh, finished your drawing. Say yes to drugs. Say yes to drugs. When you see the drugs, say yes. It's, you ever sometimes I see memes about how drugs won the war on drugs. Congratulations to drugs for winning the war on drugs. I'm gonna come in here, I don't know, small style. Oh wait, no, I don't have to adjust the size of my brush. I can put a heart very carefully like that. It's highly amusing. It's just wonderful. Hello to you, Ziggy, or perhaps Zig, and with a whole entire string of greetings. There's it's pretty wonderful. It's pretty wonderful. I don't know. I've tried to learn Korean on Duolingo for so long now. I still don't feel confident in it. I still don't feel confident in it. Encouragement for Norton before I fall back into the abyss of working out. Fitness upon you, encouragement upon you. And then you're saying that Norton is saying what is messing with me the most is that I owe money to Giancarlo Cipriano. He's known for being a dangerous man. My brother was right when he told me it isn't always good to take shortcuts. It's Giancarlo selling things. The cutthroat business. It seems it's reminding me of Breaking Bad. I haven't even seen all of the Breaking Bad, but that's where I know it from. Which layer am I on? Remember, kids, talk to drugs and say yes to them. I always say yes to drugs. I guess I don't know. Despite I don't know, scare campaigns trying to be counteracted around things like weed and whatever, despite that, I guess I've still heard horror stories. I probably still believe some propaganda. Let's get this a little smaller. Going over here. The face is now but an aura, but it's still a good company to have. Life lessons with Norton, Texas. Never take shortcuts. And Kai summoned Norton. That's, there's some kind of a plot going on. There's some kind of a probability going on. Does Giancarlo sell drugs? Asking for me. Oh my god. We've written out, we're like less than a month close to January now. I guess if you want to think up a New Year's resolution, it's around the time to be doing that. Norton is my summon, the jig is up. Not only is there a sink, not only is there a Giancarlo, there's a jig. You wouldn't believe what's going on in this chat today. There's waters turning the frogs gay. Peace and love on planet Earth. Peace and love on planet Frog. It's just these are some things that could be in your mind sometimes. We're getting all these poses out here. It's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. Okay, where do I want the arms? I'm thinking I'm gonna adjust the arms from what I'm looking at here. Adjust the arms and probably adjust the size of this. But yeah, I started ranking everything in a spreadsheet, got a formula about it. I wasn't sure what kind of numbers I would use, but I quickly started using the grading formula that was provided by the US school system. It's honestly bizarre. And then, okay, if you're holding some knives and you're the coolest and you're the assassin of the world. Okay, wait, I took my own reference picture. If I really wanted to. And you know what? I will use that reference picture for the arms, which shall be a different sort of thing going on here. And then does a jig cutely while shocked by Kai's news. I need to learn to dance so I can do the amount of emotes that I feel, of course, always. And then I don't know what Giancarlo Cipriano does. I've never talked to someone called Giancarlo Cipriano. I probably sent that message by mistake. I'm not related to any Giancarlo Cipriano. I don't know him. This is so much. There's so much lore going on. Hello to you, Gavin. Hello to you, Gavin. There's music. There's music abound. I kind of want to, I don't know, make this a little bit smaller because I get more of a sense of spreadsheet. I get more of a sense of what's going on. Please stop loading. When there is a little bit of a visibility of a profile picture, just a little extra flavor and stuff, and then there's Sabrina Carpenter making people do things, and then there's leaving and and trying to stay hydrated, and hello to you, half lazy. Hello and greetings to you. And what animal would you be if you had to be an animal? I mean, of course, the first thing that comes to mind is that a human is already a type of animal, but that's the smart ass answer. That's not the fun answer. What kind of animal would you be? And then the second answer in my head is also sort of a cop-out, because the second answer coming into my mind is that I would want to be a dragon, because then I could fly and have fire at my command. There's no downsides. Fly in with the fire. You'll never know if there's a drug seller and who is sending all of these, and I'm not sure. You'd be a house cat. It's a good life. It's a good life. I mean, it's up to chance. It's up to chance just as much as being born if you're a house cat with a good life. But I don't know. You could. It's possible. It could happen. Yeah, house cat. So, human, dragon, house cat. My top 3 picks for an animal that I would be if I had to be an animal. And maybe only one of those counts. And hello to you, just a silly little guy making rice. The brewer was here. Not sure if the brewer is still here, but was talking about having rice. It's a shared energy these days. It's going around. Easy life except for kidney failure. I've never had a house cat, so I know that medical conditions can be upon them, but I don't know, when I was a kid really wanting a cat, I didn't really think about them. I wasn't really aware of them. Dragons are so cool though. Humans aren't as cool, but a great first answer. It's, I'm biased toward what I know, right? And I have some experience in being a human, I'll say. I have a little bit of experience, and then you made a video exposing your friend, but he broke into my house. Okay, wait. The first part of that sentence I can comment on. The second part of that sentence I can also comment on. Sticking them both together creates some kind of new scenario. I'm trying to put a hand. Trying to put a hand here. Actually, okay, so what I want first is this, and it's just kind of like this, and then it's just kind of like this. Is it a good pose? Is it not a good pose? It's the pose that I'm going for at the moment. It's sort of, I don't know what I've intended, but I don't know, making that entire spreadsheet of characters made me wonder about this character in particular. And then if I were to flip this pose, would it be all cool? A house cat seems boring. What if I was a house cat that was on the internet? I'm finding various ways to be my own self again. This is wild, and yeah, we are talking about dragons and capybaras. Ooh. Yeah, I guess the thing is that I don't know the mortality rates, the death rates of things like capybaras. They're out in the wild. So are you going to die a very scary and painful death? Or will it be mostly fine? But capybaras, they seem to have a lot of friends, and it seems to be, I don't know, wonderful. That's a great choice. I gotta make that my 4th choice then. 4th choice. And rats are a good choice too. They're pretty good. And where do we go from breaking into a house and then head by saying I know 7 recipes and all of them would be improved with the addition of rice? In that case, you might know 14 recipes because you know all 7 recipes, but then you also know that they would be better with rice. Just double that up. Just, I don't know, put some more credit on there. And he wanted to keep his lore and name secret, but I said it out loud, but like 3 people would see it anyway. That's seeming messy all around. Broke into your house? I mean, it makes sense, but if you're a house cat that's probably taken care of with the right mental stimulation, it'd be fun, right? And then like as far as cat life goes, probably maybe it'd be more fun to go outside, but if you're a cat who goes outside, you're going to get 1 million diseases, pregnant, and hit by a car, which is just like what my mom said would happen to me if I ever went outside. So I guess you just gotta have fun in the house. You'd probably be a type of bird. It's great to fly. Wait, cappies live around 10 to 15 years. Ooh, and then in captivity 25. Everything's living longer in captivity. This better be good news for me. This better be good news for me. And then Norton, Texas is saying, I would be a lion because they represent courage, nobility, strength, royalty, stateliness, and valor. Yeah, they put them on every single, I don't know, emblem, every single coat of arms for that reason. That's what defines a bathroom's accessory seller. You put the best sentences together. You guys really put the best sentences together. That's what my best friend Matt H told me. There's a lot of characters entering this. You're a giant rat that makes all the rules. Oh, crows or ravens. They're smart and they have a community and they fly. Ooh, it's pretty good. Vampire groundfinch is literally my spirit animal. Yeah. Like there's human foods that have like a little sippy of blood in them. They do exist for real. There's like blood sausage. There's like a blood stew from the Philippines. I think I've had it. Tastes a little irony, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can start your vampirism at any time. I guess it's mostly the flying. It's mostly the flying that would catch you up, and then there's transcripts of a home break-in. Hello? And then there's Banned by Michael Jackson is actually a song about a rat. And is there a Mother Gothel? Because I keep hinting at being stuck in the house. It's like I don't really agree with the way I was raised. I don't really think it was ideal to keep me in the house for that long. But also my mom was like dealing with trauma of her own, so I can't say I don't understand. It's like understandable, but I don't think it turned out good either. There's yeah, I just love her so much. Though which is a strange sentence to follow that up. Yeah. I love her and disagree with things that happened, but understand why they happened. And I love her. And then that's all she wrote. That's all there is. And then too much snow called Polish, but they can't get to you, so they get rid of the snow. It's good to be getting rid of the snow. And then have I missed out on a bunch of things? It's moving a little fast. And then while you make rice, put like onions and almonds in a pan, and then mix it with the rice. There, I just made your default rice incomprehensibly better. The mixed into rice thing that I love to do is like scrambled egg, bacon, but the most important thing, if you don't like scrambled egg or bacon, is some crispy fried garlic, in my opinion. Now that's a little bit hostile to vampires. You gotta be mindful of everyone's dietary restrictions. But garlic, some crispy garlic, it's a type of heaven. It's a type of heaven in there. Now you relate to the animal, the kiwi, because they're small and weak and anxious. The kiwi bird gives birth. Okay, no, it's a bird. It gives egg, but the egg takes up most of its body. I can't really get used to that idea. I mean, I don't have to because I'm not a kiwi, but I can't really get used to it. And then there's once I accidentally called my mom Mother Dears without knowing what it meant, and I felt awful afterwards. It is like, even without me knowing a specific context about it, it's I guess I can pick up that it sounds maybe patronizing or villain associated, something like that. I don't know. There's and then you're saying that Matt Harrison is my best friend. I met him at age 8 at the local school. We became good friends. He is now a plumber, so once I get to school, we will have a symbiotic relationship. That's that's why I think marriage should include maybe 10 people for business purposes. I don't know. I think it's really limited to get together with only one other person when you could have a really big tax write-off. None of this really makes sense. But I don't know, that's always going through my head. I guess you can platonically have a clan of people. They don't have to be married to you. You can just get together a clan of people and have all of your skills combined. I'm really trying to aim this leg over here, and really, I don't know, really get it going on. Really get it going on. We're gonna be erasing just a little bit over here, and we're gonna be erasing a little bit more over here, and then we're gonna be putting a little, no, and we're gonna be selecting the brush and then putting a little bit back. Is that how a leg works? I'm not sure, but I like the pose a little bit more. Do I keep, is there too much of a pop sound going on? Probably. There's lore going on and the face going on and birds of paradise being silly and talking about an address, and then put the emoji if you're epic, the epic face emoji. Yes, a liberal, a marriage is a man and 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 a man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have somebody running the business side of things. You gotta have somebody running the plumbing side of things. You gotta have somebody running the household. You gotta have somebody also running the household. We're gonna put 2 people on household because then it's just gonna be cleaner and better. And then you gotta have somebody running like the supply and then design and then marketing. We're up to 7 people. We're up to 7 people in this marriage already. Mother Dearest is used to highlight idiosyncrasies and negative traits. I guess that's kind of the vibe I get from it. A little bit patronizing, a little bit negative perhaps, and then dab emoji, and then a mother who is excessively protective or domineering. The phrase is a play on the more affectionate term dearest mother, and is often used humorously to highlight a mother's negative quirks to some. I guess it has been used a bunch like that in media. I mean, between family, you could probably get rid of the negativity if you really wanted to reclaim such a thing. Wow, I've drawn this entire pose, and I'm not even really sure if it's what I'm wanting to do here. And then Gavin has just found the rarest Easter egg of my life. Well, we're quite a ways off from Easter, so if you found an Easter egg in the soil or in perhaps the grass, then you're gonna not want to eat whatever's in there. But what other sort of Easter egg might you have found? Video game? Hideous game? And then you're saying, I believe Mother Dearest became a thing after a movie was made about an abusive mom. Yeah, that seems like it tracks. Did villainous children in media and whatever say that too? I'm not sure. Honestly, sounds like something you'd say to a partner instead of a parent. Some things have to be left for parents, right? I think I don't really say daddy anymore. I think I say dada. I think I say papa. I think I say daddo. I think I say hey. All kinds of terms of endearment are possible. Let's get this scribbler a little bit smaller scale, and then a little bit even smaller scale from there. A little bit like that. Actually, can we go all the way to the smallest of it? You know what? I think that's fine. And then there's giving everyone a nickname. Did I miss saying bye to Froggy 3? Probably. And goodbye to the ghost of you, Froggy 3. And then and then there's nicknames here. And what nickname should be for Weirdo? It's pretty good. It's pretty good already. Have I said bye to the actual frog or the ghost of the frog? And then you were playing Five Nights at Freddy's for a second, got death screened in Golden Freddy's jump scare loading instead of the title screen. Oh my gosh, okay. Hey, congratulations. The Freddy is golden. And you're getting scared and you're getting spooked, and it's a rare time. It's a rare time here on the planet Earth. And then Norton, Texas is saying, I can't get married yet, especially to 7 people. I have a lady waiting for me, or that's what I dream with every day. Caroline Rachel works at the local bakery shop. I always go to buy cupcakes from her. I want to ask her out. I might be a little biased, but I think the only way to progress in any kind of relationship is to be really blunt, but also be understanding. I guess, how well do you know each other? If I were trying to ask out somebody that I didn't know very well but saw kind of frequently, I would I would try to, I would try to soften it with like a joke or a coupon or something, and I would make it clear that there's no hard feelings upon rejection, and then that's the safest sort of most respectful feeling that you can create between you and another person, I think. And Weird O felt horrible calling your mom Mother Dearest because her mom tried to make her call her that as a joke, and my mom would always say no because it made her uncomfortable. That's, whoa, there's actual history in there. Whoa. But my job, my worth, I'm not ready. Okay, so everyone's got a different approach to dating, but do you guys ever think about getting together with somebody who is also not ready, and you guys just agree to, I don't know, to be together and be happy for however long that lasts, even though you both think you're not ready? It's, I don't know, whatever you're going into, both being on the same page is kind of a nice thing, I believe. You need a movie based on Norton? Yeah, true. Heck by saying, I feel like I always ask this, and you always, okay, where am I? And you, okay, God, where am I? Where am I? There's dying without consent, and then there's, okay, I feel like I always ask this, and you say that without color, it's probably fine. I want to make sure, is this kind of figure drawing okay, or, oh, right. I mean, I should probably write this down somewhere, but, I mean, probably fine, like, probably we're not gonna get automatically stricken, probably fine. After last, Friday stream, I guess I want two new rules of the stream to be no drawing of sex position, and then second rule would be please like start out with kindness and not personal attacks to absolutely any artist that you come across. That's, I don't know, I feel like we're all seeing each other's messiest sketches, and we're probably not going to encounter another strange Elsa Gate artist. We're probably not going to encounter another one of those, but I guess at the end of the day, despite everything, I just can't stand for I don't know, starting out talking to someone with personal attacks. And this does go against me trying to assert that I'm not a good person because politeness always goes along with it, and now I'm way back behind in the chat. Hello, there's back from the dead, and apologize to your mom, and then say no to dying, because you can't die if you just say no, and then there's quotes from Gaster, and she thinks my name is Morton. I can't correct her. I'm unable to do it. Is there a cute way to correct somebody saying your name wrong? It's really contextual. You gotta wait for the right moment, and then you ever think about getting together with someone, right? I'm in the ACE convention as a guest. There's yeah, it's different for everybody, but I guess to anyone applicable, then that would be the question. There's, okay, Sand the skeleton, and sanding, and perhaps dying, and perhaps cringing, and then there's bye, but then you're also in the group draw. It's good to see you either way. And then the horngus of a dongfish is attached by a scungle to a kind of dill sack, the newt sack. Did you also see that meme of like a fish with like a real orb? Froggy 3, Froggy 4 has respawned after dying. That's the best way to die. That's the premium way to die, with having a respawn ready to go. And then I've probably missed saying goodbye to Weird O. Goodbye to you. Hope you have a good day. And then hello to you, Devastation, who's just watched a whole lot of Twitter videos about fighting. And then Half Lazy is saying, potential cupiosexual, so I've never been in a relationship. There's so much. I love that there's language to describe any human experience that you're having so you don't feel alone. Did I get rid of my reference picture accidentally just now? But there's still so many that I have to look up what it is, what it means. An individual who does not experience sexual desire but still wants a relationship. Seems lovely, seems lovely, seems lovely, seems lovely. There's there's I hope that definition that came up when I just go and Google that, I hope that's accurate, hope that's all right. And then Maborowski profile picture. You're saying that you love the dongfish, like as a friend. Okay, that's the. If I could calculate the worst ways to follow that up, that would be one of the worst ways to follow that up. What are the other options? I mean, I guess as a food, you would not really want to like the dongfish as a food. Maybe because it seemed a little bit small and a little bit unable to eat. You wish you had a dill sack? You should make your own dill sack. Look me in my eyes, I believe in you. Any change you want to make in your body, you should. There's a chance you might regret it. There is, of course, a chance you might regret it. But most of the world gives people driver license, and you know what? That can permanently alter your body as well, so you should have a dill sack. You should go for it. You were thinking when the next stream was going to start. Oh, yeah, well, you've made it. How much are we into this? We're 1 hour into this. My challenge for today is to stay awake. I had 3 hours of sleep. I have 30 questions of math I want to finish before the end of the day, and then I thought QBO was the same as ACE. Oh, the definition seems like a little bit different, a little bit nuanced. It's is it intellectually incurious if I mostly want to leave people's identities to them instead of memorizing a lot of things? I don't know. I could buckle down and try to really memorize a lot of things, but I guess I don't try to memorize them even when there's a lot of usefulness to be had. I don't know. Maybe I'll change. Maybe I'll change one day, and then wanting a relationship but nothing physically being able to do reasons you can't understand. It's frustrating when that's all my friends talk about. It's a mood, and then drawings won't appear on Magma for me. Oh, is it blank? If you go to another canvas, does it start showing up for you? Which way are we? Which way are we? Do things appear? Okay, somebody's watching videos on Twitter. Okay, I can see a stick figure here, and then there's things. Oh, Twitter is showing you blood and gun and violence. It's a rough world out there. It's a rough world out there on the internet. I try to be careful about watching videos and stuff, cause I think that's where the hardest to forget visuals are located, but you can't really expect or control when you're gonna find such a thing. What's that romantic orientation where you only like romanticism in theory and fiction? It was like fictosexual, right? Something like that. Am I here at the bottom? Did I say goodbye to Gavin? And if I miss saying goodbye to Gavin, then goodbye to the ghost of you. The ghost of the Gavin, and then you're saying that you don't have the anatomy requirements to get a dill sack. I don't have the skungle. You know what I have to say to that? You've got to make your own skungle. You've just got to buckle down. You've got to know that anything is possible if you set your mind to it, and then you're gonna set your mind to it, and then you're gonna have a skungle. There's friends are for nerds and friends are not real. My goodness. Oh my goodness. It's quite a dangerous thing to be saying that friends are in your head. I suppose in the sense that they are, in the sense that everything enters your head, and then that's where you interpret it. Hello to you, Emerald Animation. Did I remember or forget to put the link to this thing in the description? I'm not quite sure. My goodness, you're doing pixel art. That's wonderful. It's I don't know, absolutely wonderful. Here I go trying to pose some things. I think that I don't know. I've started to pose all this. Okay, so it is in the description. We're working out, being good. At the bottom, all right, that's great. And then it's hard to exist and stream when you want to listen to your obedient servant on repeat. But Sharo, getting a scrungle is dangerous. Life is dangerous. Isn't it more dangerous to live a life unfulfilled and without the amount of nutsack that you want? You ever think about this? Well, I'm here to put these thoughts into your head, that you have to have you have to have and I support, okay? You're going to be amazing and so healthy and amazing and your obedient servant of the is I really like when fiction shows me new ways to be petty, and signing a letter with your obedient servant. It's you could still do it. You could still do it in text or something, in an internet comment argument. You could start exchanging names or something, and then I don't know, it's some form of escalation. It's some form of, I think if you were to sign a message, your obedient servant, in today's times, that would just be throwing away civility. That would be completely patronizing. Am I at the bottom of the chat? That's where I want to be. I have the honor to be your obedient servant. The entire musical gets stuck in my head, but not only in my head, in other people's heads. Did I make a very small amount of pixels? It's not really what I've meant to do. Not really what I've meant to do whatsoever. It is fire. Are you entering your musical era? I was really into Hamilton approximately when it dropped. I don't know if that's a good sentence to have. I've had a bunch of musical eras, and then I got my dad into Hamilton because I think it was the type of rap that he was like nostalgic for and or liked, and then he started getting into all musicals, and so we would just start to listen to a bunch of musical soundtracks all together, and so my dad knows Beetlejuice, and then unfortunately I introduced him to that pretty soon after his mom died, so the song Dead Mom was like poignant, but like really bad timing. But I guess we do get to be fans of these things despite the times that it finds us in life. But more memories have been good, and then there's bars going on. But yeah, I was into Hamilton approximately when it dropped, and as I was getting ready for the stream, I was listening to Lin-Manuel Miranda's other work, a song that gets really stuck in my head from In the Heights, and In the Heights is a movie these days, and it's honestly a pretty good movie. Makes me feel a lot of emotions even if it's not perfect. And then the song that gets stuck in my head the most from In the Heights is Carnaval del Barrio. Every time it gets stuck in my head, I'm so aware of how much I can't speak Spanish. It's my dad, he's Filipino. What the hell was like 300 years of Spanish colonization in the Philippines for? If I can't even speak Spanish, I feel like I should be able to. That's a sick way to phrase that. What was it for? It's not for anything. It's for a lot of horrible things. But okay, I guess that's how that thought occurs, in a horrible way. That's how it naturally occurs, in a horrible way. And the monster is a perv, and what is going on? And there is a musical going on, and a In the Heights kind of thing, right? I heard the In the Heights changed a lot from the original. I mean, I like the way that I heard that the way that they fit in the old lady dying song. Wow, musicals have a lot of dying songs, but I hear the way that they fit that into the movie was a little bit different than in the musical. And then the end of the final song in Beetlejuice makes me tear up. Yes, absolutely. Just it's so much. But then to anyone who has had that kind of mentality where you're not sure if you want to keep going on, and then you want to, and then okay, wait, is this what you described the whole experience? Oh, of your house getting broken into? There's what's going on with the foot? How long, how much in the chat am I going to? This is the. It's good to illustrate things for vividness. That's probably a type of journaling that you can do. I encourage you to illustrate your experiences, but also, ouch, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Okay, there's okay, I'm behind in the chat. Does anybody need a bathroom sink? The used bathroom sinks I sell are of the highest quality. Why are they only used? And then where would you even get so many used ones? Why wouldn't you get new ones? And then they got discarded only because of house renovations. The explanation was right there in the message, and I stopped halfway through the message, so I didn't even know what was going on there. And then your favorite is sunrise. And then Liz, wait, your favorite musical or your favorite song? I'm trying to remember if I remember the names of every single song in the Heights. Probably not. Okay, so if I look up sunrise, musical. Okay, it's probably something else. Okay, there's a musical theater, and this is something else going on there. And then Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story. Animatics are really out here. Got me tearing up. Some kind of emotion is also afflicting me. What do I add anything to this? I'm not sure if I add anything to this. I mean, probably just a get well soon. Probably just a get well soon card, like a G, like a W, and an S. Get well soon. I am so sorry that there's house being broken into, and then okay, there's videos. Wait, you meant the videos of people getting beaten up? Oh, okay, I've gotten some things confused, and there's videos of people. Oh yeah, okay, getting beaten up. Sorry about getting that mixed up. It's I think that it's more common to see on Twitter comparatively, and maybe a little bit less common to see on YouTube. Probably still possible. I'm under the impression it would get removed. I don't know. My way of finding out about things when there's gonna be a shocking image. What else goes on a get well soon? Whoa, Bluey. Okay, yeah, Bluey might go on a get well soon. Let's go back on over here. Going back on over here, and then the song from In the Heights where Nina is teaching him Spanish, and it's a cute love song. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Hello, can I tell who's being drawn from the get-go? For some reason my first guess would be Philip, but without more details. I can't quite tell yet. Hello peoples, tiny heart next to your arts. Oh my gosh, that's your style. It's awesome. And then Froggy 3 saw a video of furries being attacked and flags and LGBT flags being burned, and it was sad. I don't know, it's messed up to try to recommend things when the videos are gonna keep existing. They're gonna keep being out there, they're gonna keep existing, but I guess that all you can do is try to keep that harm from spreading to you, and then there's a stream delay, and then oh my goodness. Okay, I think I am at the bottom of the chat, and then there's Stay Alive Reprise, and then okay. Leviathan Filet is alive, and then wait, so close. What? Oh, I can move it. I can move it to be less close. There's what there's a little heart for the little arts. Okay, and then, and then, ah. It's taken me this long to realize that a little character is trying to encourage sync selling. Yeah, that's your mascot now. That's your mascot. Hello, Froggy. Hello to you, Froggy. And okay, not what you meant. And then I meant the guess was close. I mean, the other closest guess that I know would be Hamilton himself. And then those would be the most likely guesses, I think. Want to see some weird stuff or epic stuff? I mean, I guess I'm biased toward epic stuff. There's hello? Hello? Be careful not to block other people's drawings too much, but yeah, I guess it's epic. Sure, yeah. There's so much fan art going on. Did this transform into a cat girl? Like pretty fast. These are so detailed. What the hell? Ah, the detail, the amazing. A cat is here. Just admiring the arts. Admiring with hearts. There you go. There's this a what has gone on over here? That's who edited? Wait, was that face? Is that guy's face edited or is it just like that? Okay, and then okay, so there's 11 seconds behind for a chat delay. And nighty night to Leviathan. See you in the afterlife. Good night to you. Insomnia strikes, but you know what you do? You strike back. You strike harder. You close your eyes and you think of absolutely nothing, and then you think if you something that helps me fall asleep is I try to consider whether I have the energy to actually do chores, like if I can stomach getting out of bed and maybe doing math problems or something. And usually thinking about doing math problems makes me sleep faster. My instructor would be so sad to hear that, but if it works, then it works. If it works, then it works. If you wait, you heard that as expiring. Oh my gosh. It's okay. So I put, well, that's incorrect. Wow, what was I going to put in the? I was still editing that last night apparently. Cool. What was I going to put over here? I've put this all in the thumbnail because it was like on my mind, but if I start ranking the people just to see how it works. Oh my god, is this the Hotline Miami soundtrack? Oh my god, I need to put more of that in there or something. Okay, and then there's, I appreciate that guy wears so much, but it's so cute. Just looking at it. Okay, I guess that's the limit of my kind words, and then anything I say beyond that is going to be just some incoherent words of impression, of impressiveness, of the heck pipe brain rot. I suppose I want to be in here for like a solid I don't know, a second, a minute. I'm just gonna go over here for a second to try to see how it works. Wow, I think I made a lot of this while tired. Okay, and then if I look over, what exactly is visible? Okay, yeah, most of it's visible. My favorite categories are visible, and I think this is the only time I've really used a type of spreadsheet after getting certified and using Microsoft Excel. If you get certified in absolutely anything, you have to have like an internship or maybe a job like specifically in mind to get to after it. I just took the certification because it was available and I wasn't quite sure what to do, and I'm still not quite sure what to do. I made it through though. That was nice. That was lovely. The categories here in this zone: silly, tragic, badass, memorable, story, iconic, lovable, and Babygirl. Babygirl is extra credit because it's not quite definable. And then some characters that are my favorite. Okay, only a couple of them, only a few of them. Okay, a proportion of them, a proportion of characters already here have reached an A+ rating, and I think the highest that I've given any character is 4.7, so I think you're not really supposed to get that in a school setting, but I think that's the highest that I'll go. And it really helps me to visualize things on a chart scale, because if I try to go into it all without any rules, then I'll just be trying to do this anyway. How many categories? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 categories, trying to do that in my head every time somebody asks for an opinion from me. Yeah, so okay, which way do I want to go? Want to go back and forth? There's some kind of cat person going on here. It's, I guess this favorite character, this one who is visualized up here by being, I don't know, one of my favorite characters. I think it's not too much of a secret or a spoiler that this heretic chocolate rabbit dies in the Dimension 20 series, A Crown of Candy. I guess that's like the main topic of the thumbnail then. And then Devastation was saying, what about Mr. Brownstone, Guns N' Roses or something? Oh yeah, sure. I mean, somebody, I don't know, name a character from something that I know, and I'll try to rank it in this system that I've got while there's still empty spaces. Of course I can make empty spaces anytime that I want to make empty spaces, but there's some right here right now right available. So if anyone, I don't know, names one, there's Norton, Texas saying, Auf Wiedersehen. I leave to play pool at the local bar with my best friend is so vivid. I will also buy a cupcake from Caroline on the way. I hope you all can have a beautiful day. That's, okay, have I missed saying bye? My final wisdom, do not take your bathroom accessories for granted. Damn, I do take them for granted. I really shouldn't. Goodbye to you. I hope you have a good day. I don't quite know what to make of all this information, but it was absolutely fascinating. That was absolutely fascinating, and I'm wishing you the best. And then there's some neurotypical activities. Probably, it's maybe ain't nobody diagnosed me. I don't know, so I don't know what's going on in my head, except for a lot of ranking. And then there's a Guns N' Roses, Mr. Brownstone, okay, wait, what does that refer to? The Guns N' Roses that I know about are like a song. Okay, I want to go back on over here. Want to switch back and forth, and then cat drawings are so cute. Let's see those. Let's see those cat drawings. Look at that. They are adorable. You're gonna start animating for Disney at any moment, is what I want to say, but they're so into 3D that I heard that Wish, this latest Disney movie, was going to be 2D to celebrate like 100 years of Disneyness, but the executives were like, I hate you forever, do 3D. And then there's a 6-ear macaque ranking. I want to do, okay, wait, do I wait, is it a normal animal, 6-eared? Oh, okay, it's not a normal animal. It's from Lego Monkey Kid, I'm thinking, right? That's what you mean, right? That's what you mean, right? Oh, Lego Monkey Kid can be can be abbreviated as, let me know, LMK. Okay, what? Okay, I mean, does anybody want to give like a short description of the character? I've looked it up. I'm in the fandom wiki, but that's nothing like hearing about what's the most memorable yellow cat. What's the most memorable trait to you about this Lego Monkey Kid character? I don't know. What's an example of tragedy or silliness, perhaps? Okay, where we at? Am I all the way up? Am I all the way down? I'm saying hello to Frogkick. Hello to you, Frogkick. I'm behind in the chat today. As always? I don't know, as sometimes, but hello to you. Hope you're doing okay. Your house smells like rubber and chemicals, should I be concerned? Yeah, maybe. You probably have to find where that's coming from. Yellow cat, why do you point a gun at us? Yellow cat, are we not friends? And then if you watched Infinity Train, please put Lake in a chart. If you feel like it, she's my everything. Which way? I mean, I've seen clips about Lake, so I know that there's some kind of robot journey, some kind of non-binary journey going on there. That's wonderful. I haven't seen the second season. I only started on 2 episodes, and I tried to record a reaction series, but then the audio got corrupted, and that was severely discouraging. So what do I just stream it on Twitch now? What goes on? What should happen there? And then we're getting a little bit of a description. Okay, so the 6-eared one died once, made a deal to get revived, didn't go through with it, and got threatened with death for not going through with the deal. Best friend stabbed him in the back. I, to be specific. At least I think. Raccoon emoji. Okay, the first part of that is pretty tragic. I guess, okay, that's not the right way to do that. God, what I wouldn't give to animate on a 2D movie. Who's doing 2D still? Is it only indie studios? Is it only, in addition to indie studios, Japan and Korea? That seems that there's gotta be more. Right? Okay, so the Mac, Return of the Mac. You know what it is, what it isn't. Okay, so amount of silliness unknown. Amount of tragedy from me not knowing it, but from just getting described. It's gonna be a little bit impaired from me not knowing it, but from just getting described, at least a 4. Pretty high. And then if I'm in the wiki page, what goes on in here? There's meeting a successor, wanting to get better, somebody corrupting somebody else. This is somebody who is also corrupting. Okay. If I rephrase this, if I'm like, what characters do you know that I also know? Because the only number that I can sort of settle on for right now from not watching it is this 4. And then what does that equal to? What does that equal to indeed? I guess a 4.0, just a plain A. You want him to fall down, collapse, there's what? And then fun fact, McHux draws in a 7-year-old anime style, which is hilarious for me. That's really cute. And then we're getting rest in peace Technoblade. Whenever I remember that we were like the same age, it feels even more wrong. It feels, I don't know, the kind of contemplation that makes you ask, why am I alive? And then hello to you, Gavin. And then there's just, Gwen. Okay, there's okay, to rank a character that you know, that I also know, trying to test out this system, then yeah, I have seen, okay, that's not correct. I have seen Spider-Verse. The name is not Spider-Gwen, but that is how I remember the amount of Gwen. Okay, and then and then you're being much better at drawing animals than humans. Autism moment. And we're back at the part of the stream that has pepper steak in it, that I think about shuffling the playlist sometimes, but this is, it's so much, it's everything. You've been drawing animals since you were like 3. This seems wonderful. Did you say once that you wanted to go into an animal profession, or am I hallucinating on 3 hours of sleep? Whatever you decide to do, it's gonna be great. gonna be great, all right. And then are you describing a character? Shotgun elbows fella is a machine gun hands guy wannabe. He replaced his humor eye with real shotguns. He has a very twisted sense of justice, turning him into a serial killer without him knowing it. Wait, how do you be a serial killer without knowing it? New character, new OC. Do you feel cringe when coming up with ideas? The amount of exclamation points makes me want to ask that. Don't be cringe. Be free. You're free. You're free. Okay. And then what about Ida Clathorn from Owl House? She has some tragedy while being cursed, and she's full of sillies. Oh, it's now it's gonna be so rough to. Okay, I do know this character is Ida Owl Lady. Not her real name, but those were the keys that I could reach. And then, what amount of silliness? Okay, who did I give the highest silliness ranking? Okay, so it gets pretty high. The silliness ranking gets pretty high. What are the high types of numbers that I give people? I started going by this specific grade conversion. It doesn't really make sense to me to rank things 4.3, but the chart was right there, so I started using it. Okay, 4.3, but then for bonus points you might have a 5. Do I give Ida the maximum amount of silliness or just a perfect A+? Yeah, okay, I guess you get sillier sometimes, because even when you're being kind of silly, like some of her silliest moments were stuck in between being at a low point in life, being torn up and not being sure how to express it. That was intertwined with the Ida silliness. So I won't go for the extra credit, but I will give her a perfect score. Well, okay. And then stop releasing your cringe. They're running to me. You're strong. We're strong. We're all strong against the cringe. And then, okay, Buzz and Brina did want to be a zoologist or biochemical engineer. I believe in you. I believe in you. I don't know if these encouragements sound unconvincing, but I do truly believe that everybody's gotta believe in their abilities, in their agency, because it feels good to live that way. I think when you believe that you can do things, it's, I don't know what type of power. That's, I don't know, some kind of, that feels dangerous to say. And then coming up with ideas is really vulnerable in your opinion, and in my opinion too, because we're sharing opinions. In my mind to your mind, your thoughts to my thoughts, and then I embrace the cringe. I am the cringe. I have cringe atoms. I'm made of cringe matter. Do I put the shotgun elbows in here too? You know, it's not what I was going to. Shotgun elbows. Let's put that in here. And then how tragic are you? You've done this to yourself. You know what? I only know a paragraph of this OC that's gonna be pretty high still. How badass the shotguns in your elbows. Extra credit for the badass. There's it's silly stuff in here. And then have I scrolled? Have I gone here? Have I gone there? And then Kai is finished with the workout and back to invoke havoc. Whoa, okay, I'm in the Hotline Miami soundtrack. I'm over here. There's an anime style. There's a lot of art going on and a lot of cat going on, and it's a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time. There's It's so cool. I guess I'm back and forth, and my mouth is dry, and it I guess I also wanted to say congratulations for working out on a regular basis. I can't tell when I sound sarcastic. I mean it sincerely, cause when I think about my own self, I'm like, I wish I was, I don't know, working out more regularly. Wish I could focus on it a little bit more. And so when other people can reach that, I think that's wonderful. I think that's amazing. I think that's, heck by demanding that the heck, Panda? Chill. I might lurk in the chat for a good bit still, though. It's in any capacity. In any capacity, it's very cool having you around. It's been a while since Aisha could stop by these things, huh? Been a while, been a minute. I kind of want to practice coloring on a face zone, but then I have fully gotten distracted here and there and everywhere, and then you are you are on your way to become a cringe black hole. And this is a terrible punchline. I'm so cringe. You must embrace it. You must become more powerful. You feel a little bit of cringe and begin to binge. That doesn't mean what I wanted it to mean. That it rhymes, but it doesn't mean what I wanted it to mean. And then okay, the workout is not easy. The strength upon you. It's honestly I feel like growing up, people do emphasize the importance of working out, the importance of staying fit and stuff, but I feel like they don't present ways to make it easy and habitual, and I feel like the frequency is the most essential thing. Okay, maybe if exercise were supposed to be easy and habitual, then I wouldn't live in such a car-centric city, and we would walk everywhere, and then that would work and be awesome, and it would just be a matter of course. Where was I going with that? There's eating your art, and by the way, if you want to color my doodles, you're more than welcome. I'm excited to try out something like that. I'm minding a couple directions. Ida Owl Lady, I do want to figure out, like, to demonstrate how this all is. Okay, if I zoom in, is it still all pretty visible? Yeah, hell, it's might be even visibler than it already were. That's not how the rhyme is. That's not how it is. You're eating the art, but not right now. I talking to people, and by people I mean you guys here, everybody. It's making me realize there's so much slang and sayings that I'm not aware of. I think I didn't hear skibbity outside of a like jazz context until somebody dropped it in the chat. Is that actually slang though, or is it just something that happens? God, I don't know how to categorize that. Ida the Owl Lady. Tragic. Did she make me cry for real? I think so. And then badass, she's had the most badass moments, perfect score, extra credit, memorable. I'm thinking about her a lot, it's true. Overall story, your own sister cursed you, and then the owl beast, and then you turn into a heartbeat lady. So much. Okay, iconic, yes. Lovable, yes. We're going for the extra credit, also yes. To me, okay, some character that is grown woman is not always baby girl, but sometimes character that is grown woman is also baby girl. It really depends on what you feel in your heart. Did I rate that all 5s all across the board? Is Ida getting the highest score out of all of this? I have seen cool fan art as well. There we go. If I okay, I mean it's supposed to calculate what that all adds up to at the end. I didn't see any number appear. I might have broken it at some point. So would I just fill in the numbers if I want to see what it all is? Cause I want it to be working. Did I make this whole thing just for it to be very broken? That's devastating. That's absolutely devastating. We saw it start to work on one end of things, and then we see it start to break apart with another end of things. Well, you don't need to know all of it in order to see all of it. Sure, that's a sentence that's here, and then And then have I missed anything? Because I'm all on a tangent trying to rank some things, but you gotta go back to admire some art. You gotta go back and forth and summon more people. Honestly, it's feeling like some people that were summoned, I don't know, decided to keep stopping by. That I'm not sure if that's a false perception or a real perception, or if people have been by and then skibbity scabbity, now your life's a tragedy. Yeah, that's, like from jazz. Skibbity outside of a jazz context is a mimetic kill agent. Yeah, I suppose so. It's been like almost a week, maybe half of a week, maybe some amount of days. It's been some amount of days since my father just said skibbity for no particular reason. Just said it for no particular reason at the table today. I wanted this to be on a okay, it might be regular lag. Might be regular lag going on. Can I color in a drawing? What sort of what did I put on this layer? I'm not quite sure. Every single heart on one layer. Sure, that's wonderful. That's wonderful and majestic. Let's get a different sort of layer in here. And oh my gosh. Okay, so there's favoritism going on. I am now so behind on ideas that I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure where we are. I'm just looking at some fingies that are on a head. That's not how to call them. Why would I ever say fingies for the third time in a row instead of fingers on a hand? There's a proper human way to be, and I don't be being it. Okay, so I've seen an art reference for color reference that I really want to see. I really want to reference. There we go. That's the word reference 3 times in a row. That's a different art than I thought it was going to be. Let's my little brother put up a jazz mix last night while we as a family were doing our homework, because we're all in the same Filipino language Tagalog class, and so that was nice, but a little bit distracting art-wise because some glorious Pixiv art was put up over the jazz mix that made me want to bite it. Is that the right sentence? That made me want to learn it. There we go. And then rank characters from musical. Hee hee. I want it all to be working. If I try to open a new one, will that work out? Like reuse my own template? Because it started breaking. Like quickly. It started breaking so quickly. Because it's supposed to show up over on the end there, and it's not showing up over on the end there. So what if I insert one row above? That's probably working. Musical characters. I guess I would want to rank a couple of them against each other. Do y'all read the file extension as GIF or GIF? You read it as one of those. I think I say GIF, honestly. And some people complain that that's more of a J sound. I don't know. Send me to jail then for crimes against pronouncing things, because it's automatic at this point. In fact, I can do both. Bisexually. That's nothing to do with this. Would you rather be able to dash horizontally IRL or be able to double jump? Absolutely double jump. I think with a horizontal dash, With a horizontal dash, it's only a matter of time before I get the urge to do it in an enclosed space, and then I just wreck against a wall. I'm gonna be driving my nose bones up into my skull. It's just one little bit of impulse control, so it's got to be the double jump. And I'm assuming that a double jump comes with the ability to get back down. Right? I want to jump so bad. I want to do parkour. I want to be on rooftops. These are all things that a human being can do, parkour and be on rooftops. And I'm sure with a little technological enhancement, the double jump is yours too. I think I've seen like effective spring shoes. They're real. They work. You can do it. You can be doing, I think it's pogo stick shoes or something. I think this week I might be getting emotional for no reason because I'm thinking of the ways that I can't jump, and I'm gonna cry. It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault, but I'm feeling it. And then, boy, why your attraction ambidextrous. My mom used to tell me that I was ambidextrous, as in I could write with both hands. She was like, you can train it. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna do it with both hands. It's not true. What's more is that I consider myself to be half white. You know, my dad's Filipino, and so my mom, white out in here. I think I love her so much. Mom, did I just hear you laugh from across the house? Then I'll keep the. Where was I going with that sentence? I'm going back into the canvas for one, just to see everything going on, just to see what's going on. What does that have to do with your back? Wait, which way? Wait. Okay, there's a basketball, and you're gonna use the double jump for the basketball, and then what would you use your double jump for to reach the top shelf? How dare you? Whenever somebody acknowledges that I'm short, I'm full of short rage. You know, it's said that short people feel more rage because we're closer to hell. That's one thing you could say. I just have short rage because it would be cool. It would be a little bit cool to tower on people. And then the main reason that I have short rage is because according to how much spinal column I have, if it were straight up and down, then it would be more spine. My phone closing when I am looking for the art. I'm looking for the art, but can I find the art? This is kind of, I don't think that they linked to the exact art, but I'm really trying to find it. If I can't find the exact art that I was looking for, and I think I can't, then I guess I'll just go to that exact frame in a video. There's all of that. There's GIF sounds, okay, GIF sounds like a peanut butter brand. Clearly the correct way to say it is like gift or jilf, and then okay, it's okay, Jaro155, and I'm this guy. Hey now, I may have short rage myself, but when someone else is like a similar height to me, I just think that's respectful and trustworthy and respectful, because then it's easier for me to look them in the eyes, and that's hard for me to do already because I find eye contact uncomfortable. But I love it when other people are near my height, because then I'm not alone. You're 5'3", me too. Short on short violence. Oh! Stop! And then there's, GIF is an acronym, so you'd probably say each letter. Oh, a GIF file? I guess that does get the point across. Yeah, I I'm gonna have the compulsion to keep saying it the way I am. Who ordered the short convention? Is the short convention being larger than the ace convention, or the same size? A lot of ace came along. I didn't count the amount of ace going on. Oh, but what am I even saying all this for? Some people have dual citizenship into being ace and short. Where am I? Okay, where am I? Okay, where am I? Okay, where? I'm trying to find a reference picture, trying to find a reference image. It was a really good. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Took me forever to find that, but I don't know, the coloring style. Wow, the coloring style. It just, I don't know, it's shiny, and then there's so much going on with it, and then just a silly little guy is not about to change my name to just a silly large guy. That I will say that's more of an atypical phrasing. You know, silly little happens a lot. Everyone's like, silly little this, silly little that. Silly large, well, you're gonna, I don't know, I think it stands out a little. You keep saying that you're 6'9". Are you okay on airplanes? Because your shin's so long, and then your head gonna go past the shower head. I don't mean to assume, but I've heard that that's a type of problem that goes on sometimes. What kind of skin color is going on here? The entire thing is actually coated in a bit of a peachy color. Okay. Okay, so like the last person to try coloring something up on one of these streams was, I believe, Aisha Love. And did quite a wonderful job with it, very practiced with it, very everything. So I feel a little bit, I don't know, intimidated to be the second person trying it out. And then and then there's lies about being 7'10" and being a short queen. There's short monarchs, 5'3". Here we are. I mean, I'm 5'3" and 3/4, so sometimes I round up by 1 inch, because what are you gonna do? That's what life is for. You gotta round up by 1 inch in this world, in this life. Okay, so I'm imitating a coloring style very closely. You're being 5'2" around here. How are we all like basically the same height? What's more is that my late grandmother on my father's side, I mention her sometimes because she was my most religious grandparent, and so that's on my mind sometimes. But she also left behind the strappiest, tallest shoes that I now own. She could work the heels, and she was always going to work the heels. The church was her runway, and so when she had to stay inside for a pandemic and stuff, of course it was not so mentally healthy, and soon she passed on because she could no longer strut her stuff, I imagine. Okay, that's probably, okay, she's my relative, but I also have more relatives than this one relative. I should chill out a little bit. There's skittering away from a flashlight beam and writing a very important note about the character. I'm sure you can guess them now. I'm sure you can guess them not. Sobbing was as tall as me, and now they're gone, no fair. I hope Sobbing Individual is doing alright, you know? Okay, and I'm getting the feeling that I love this song. I'm getting the feeling that I love this song, but also that there's some kind of hand intention. In fact, it's probably a bit like that, if I had to guess. Actually, wait, I can look at my hand. I can look at my. It's the pinky. It's the. Oh, okay. So then the part of the hand is that part of the hand. If there's. Okay, no, I'm not overthinking it. Here's a. Very gay. Oh. That's why the Philip guess was pretty close. John Lawrence, right? I feel like there were a couple of people named John. in the initial revolutionary Hamel squad, am I getting a name mixed up? It's this is me on 3 hours of sleep and 1 breakfast burrito. Okay, the breakfast burrito is a buff. That should put me at like a normal amount of energy, and then there's lore, and then the whole part. Okay, there is hand, leave no space on skin. Oh, okay. I'm out here overthinking with this and that, and then okay, but there's yeah, Lawrence. Okay, yeah, I'm not misremembering. Yeah, the Lawrence. Okay, I was full on thinking to myself when you already said it in here, and then there's Lawrence stuff that I tested out wearing my grandmother's shoes. That's the funny thing about relatives, like finding out that you're the same size for like a lot of stuff, being like, I don't know, looking back to my grandmother and being like, yeah, a lot of things fit us both. The body type was absolutely hereditary, and here we are. Okay, didn't miss anything except for Suctic over here being unskinned, and then Froggy for life is saying bye, nutrients await me. Goodbye to you, Froggy. Get nourished, get stronger. I was craving a breakfast burrito today, and then I got one. It was so worth it. I'm wishing that same satisfaction among you. No, to you. Oh, okay, it's a different word. It's a totally different word. And then there's things going on. Okay, we're leaving no part unskinned, even though I'm overthinking just a little bit. I think I'm seeing some fingers and such things. How far can I get? How far can I get with coloring things? Oh, okay. So we've done just a little bit of ranking things in this video. Well, it's interesting to showcase, at least, how the formula is working. I want to make it work more. I want to make it work more on my own time. I want to make it work more as a sort of fidget. I just want to keep filling out that thing as a sort of fidget. Something is in me brain. Something is in me brain, and I want to know what the name of it is, and I will one day. And then I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. Doing Princess Sam Adams, what I'm working on. I am going to read the lyrics normally one day, or dispassionately. Is it possible to do it dispassionately? If I had an entire phase of listening to the Hamilton soundtrack every time I wanted to draw and on end for months. Okay, let's get just a little bit paler. I think that's how these colors work. Getting just a little tiny bit paler. In fact, I think we can have a little bit more. I think we can afford to have a little bit more going on in here. And is that quite right? I'm not sure. And then what kind of eye colors are going on in here? Some kind of greenish, grayish sort of thing. And then you're saying that you inherit male baldness pattern. The people should get stylish with it, right? A lot of hairstyles historically have incorporated the male baldness pattern into like a style. I started watching Blue Eye Samurai. I'm not sure how far I'll get into it, because apparently my mom already watched it and she was like, watch out, there's nudity. And then when you hear that from your own mother, she's really she's really a main character in this stream. Unexpectedly main character in this stream from how much I'm mentioning her. I don't know, but hearing that, I guess it gives me pause. Can I first of all take a sippy of the water? Yes, I can. I don't know what it is about my mouth today. It seems a lot drier than usual. And then there's goodbyes from the Froggy Hui to the peoples, and then goodbyes just like me for real, making charts for enrichment purposes. I want to see other people's charts now. Wait, okay, charts as in you have graphed every every bit of anatomy practice for different poses and pose references. Okay, I'm all out here like, I want to see what charts you've made. Wow, I really did need just one sip of water. The volume is coming out better and clearer. That's okay, but I'm all out here like, I want to see what it has been, what it's been. I've seen it. Okay, what color? All of this. I think there's a pink filter. Over the end result of this. We're gonna go a little bit redder. Okay, I think there's a pink filter over the end result, so it's a little bit hard to learn from the colors exactly. We're gonna have a smaller minimum size, and how much are we going? Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop these cops till I'm free. There's just so much in there. The bad thing about getting, I guess, musical songs, and maybe all songs, the bad thing about getting all songs stuck in your head is the urge to sing it and then not being able to do it exactly. I have Carnaval del Barrio just stuck in my head for ages and days, and then as a non-Spanish speaker, the Spanish lines still get stuck in my head, and I'm just wandering, and I'm just fumbling, but joyfully, because how can you not feel joy with the amount of music? And then you which way are we? Okay, Buzzimbrina is too good at drawing animals, and your weakness is humans, and you're just destined to be a furry. I mean, some furry art is quite beautiful. In fact, I will say, I've seen just a lot of beautiful furry art. I've seen a bunch of beautiful furry art, and then there's destined to be a furry, like a werewolf situation. Oh my god. You might be in the werewolf clan. You might be going on. You're 57% furry. How do you know the percentages? Did you also make a chart, perhaps an Excel spreadsheet, detailing an amount of traits that you might have in order to determine the exact percentage of furriness that you have? Or is that too much to hope for? And then there's a werecat, and then there's Chocolado. I wish that I had more. I wish I had at least more confidence if I wanted to be learning and saying Spanish things, which I guess I do. Okay, I think I want to be winding this stream down, but everything, I don't know what it is about today. Everything feels unfinished. There's private information of being a werecat. That's so cool, though. It's all, I'm sorry. I don't mean to reveal private information, but it's safe with us. The fact of being a werecat, at least. And then we're getting the Lancelot of the Revolutionary set. It's nonstop. The lyrics, the lyrics, one might say, are nonstop once they're in your head. Furries are braver than the troops. Go for it. You used to be a furry artist. Oh, yeah, you unfurred. You still are on occasion. I think about it a decent amount, furry art and whatnot. I think about it here and there, and it's on my mind, but I think I haven't actually practiced in any capacity to try to. I think sometimes I've drawn a cat girl, and then sometimes I've drawn a cat. Okay, but not that much practicing. And then Buzzimbrina is saying, if I don't get into uni, the next option is a furry smut artist. You hear about the money. Honestly, as also an artist, I'm like, okay, hi. Oh, okay, that one is a finger. Cool. Is it worse? I gotta know if it's worse to see me being slow at the art style when when it's a little bit up close and personal like this, a little bit. Okay, we're going though. It's not a hair that is shaped like a finger. It's finger for real. Here we are. There's like this. There's like this, just like this, and then, but I guess the thought that I wanted to finish is that Buzz and Brina, I also sometimes think about that if I'm ever opening an animation studio and you're also going down that route, I guess I give the business. That's one way to phrase things. Business. Just say the word business twice to communicate your intentions. There's it's coming from afar just to say bonsoir to the king, because it was the best. Lafayette is glorious, amazing, has some of the fastest lyrics in Broadway history, I believe. Some of the very fastest lyrics in Broadway history. I mean, surprisingly, it's actually the second fastest lyrics in Broadway history. Did I accidentally click outside of the canvas area where I wanted to be? Okay, I was trying to wrap all of this up, but I am genuinely curious. Okay, I mean, if I can't finish this on the stream, then I guess I would be curious enough about practicing the coloring practice to, I don't know, continue with it a little bit. And then, does having a persona automatically make one a furry? It's probably a matter of self-identification. Hey, I've wanted to come up with a fursona or a persona a couple of times. I can't really seem to do it, 'cause I don't know. I think it should be a favorite animal. Like, what do I even like that much to give it a face that is a me? I mean, you can go simple. You could go simple with these things, like a cat or something. It's pretty simple. But the cat herself is complex. Let's get some colors. Let's get some colors around here. Thanks again for letting me practice coloring on your drawing. Heck, I don't know if you're still here or not still here because I'm behind in the shadow. Wait, I can see you at the canvas. Okay, so I guess I could just say thank you. Thanks for letting me practice coloring here. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. I'm trying to look at someone's very specific way of doing things and see if I can also be doing it, but maybe I can't be. I'm not sure. And then Buzz and Brina saying I'll be doing human anatomy practice and fighting the urge to make the human into a cat human. Hey, why fight? Why fight? And then Emerald Animation is playing Lethal Company. How is that going? Where are we? Here and there, and and I've missed 1,000,000 things and putting too much thought into a sketch. Okay, then sorry about that part. Genuinely, it's okay. I said that a bit suddenly, but genuinely, it's a natural consequence. Oh, is that why I don't practice coloring a lot? Because the default setting is to do many overthinking. There's not identifying as a furry. There's Machine Gun Paws Cat, a furry version of Machine Gun Hands Guy. Look at it, guy. Sure, that's something you could say. And honestly, that's wonderful already. Would I combine a cat with like a food or something, or maybe an object? What's a good object? Computer. I don't know. And then scrolling. You slap human faces. Too much animal ears slap though. And should you sing Hercules part? And then there's so many OC ideas that you haven't drawn. And then it's fun stuff indeed. Let's get some slightly redder. Is it pinker? Am I looking at more pink? And then if I go like this, okay, I've turned the hardness all the way down. However, Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying so hard to reference a single style that makes some sense. And finding out all the ways that it doesn't make sense when I try to reference it, when I try to figure out how it works, and then Hekpai has the BRB, and then there's an object sona moment. Object sonas, are they easier and or more straightforward than a what the hell color am I looking at? Okay, not that one, not that color. We're gonna start closer to this other color. If I use the color picker, does it go all the way through? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Amazing. You're friends with a person who makes object OCs that's a cross between a book and an animal. I don't know what kind, but just some kind of animal. Have you seen it? Are there any hints? And then you're saying a cross between a human and a pair of machine guns count as an object sona. Is it supposed to personify the object? I mean, if Machine Gun Hands guy is thinking machine gun thoughts, then probably, maybe, you might drop some anatomy practice in the group chat, cause art block, yeah, go for it. Let's get some slightly pinkish reddish color going on here, and I think that is what's going on in this drawing. Wow. Do you ever suffer from red under eye? Do you ever suffer from having every disease at once in the world? You might be suffering. And you might be entitled to... The infomercials frequently, continue with, you might be entitled to financial compensation. They could stop. They could stop at any time. They could just say, you might be entitled. You could just get perfectly roasted by an infomercial. May I please have a reference image being so normal. This is, okay, do I have a minimum size? Do I have a maximum size? Here we go. Let's get the soft brush functioning properly. A soft brush functioning properly. I never really go for that. I never really do it, and then it's an object and something else, and humans just don't exist, kind of. Ooh, tough ways. There's no blame you. You're the expert. You're the resident expert. We just gotta take your word for it. I'm referencing a really sparkly art style. I guess I'll send a picture of this in the Discord later. It's so sparkly. There's red under the eyes, red on the nose and the mouth, red as shading also. This has caused me to figure out how to do a soft edge brush in Magma for the first time, and I have not really caused to figure it out before. Froggy 3 is back. Froggy 3 might be back or something. My goodness. There's hello to you, yellowest axolotl or yellowest axolotl. One of these. Okay, let's get a little bit of this and then a little bit more opacity to chill out with it. Due to the way that I don't know, the soft edges around here work. I can only place and erase. I can only, to my knowledge, okay, have I wobbled the entire camera here? I can only place and erase in this sort of artistic sort of thing. And so you might, for one faint moment, have just one hell of a red headband. I'm referencing an art style to do it, but I also don't know. Okay, less of it over here. Yeah, that seems to make sense. I think that makes sense to me, but it could be fainter and softer, but I don't really see fainter, softer options. But did I say hello to the what's up? Well, what's good with you? The topic is whatever you like it to be. I'm trying to end this stream. Okay. I've started looking at coloring Hekpai's drawing out here. I'm probably going to practice off stream then. Because my mouth is dry as ever. I'm in here trying to find out what this all is. trying to find out what this all is, and then I think I'm getting going out of here. My goodness, the Hilux soundtrack. I say it every single time, but I love it every single time. And then the dude is saying, sentient grenade dude is a grenade with arms and legs, uses sunglasses and likes to smoke. Likes to smoke? The comedy is built in. He has a temper, and when he gets angry, he explodes, dying in the process. He can reincarnate due to a curse. Oh yeah, the curse of being alive again and being unable to die. It sounds like an object Sona. There's goodbye to Emerald Animation. I don't know if you're still here or already gone, because I've seen the message a little bit late, but thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I'm trying to probably everyone's a million times gone. I'm figuring out a Spider Gwen. She's decently silly, but not constantly or definitionally silly. Okay, what sort of, okay, I guess I just expand this out if I want to see what's going on with the point system. What amount of silly does a Gwen have? Like, still kind of a lot. Maybe 3.3 silly? Sure, there you go. How much tragic? Like, sort of kicked out of home. Pretty tragic. Witness to death. Okay, you know what? Okay, you gotta put the A grade of a tragic. It's messed up. It's messed up to think about ranking on a numerical scale how tragic something is. But with the fictional characters, what else are you gonna do? Rank Philip Hamilton. He's like, first of all, he is baby boy. Second of all, he is dead. Okay, I'm gonna insert one row above the Philip, I guess. Okay, did I Philip Hamilton. The thing about Philip, we only know him as a kid. Decently silly, makes people laugh because it's a grown man playing some little baby child's high-pitched sort of, what the hell was that sound? High-pitched sort of lines, and he's introduced as a baby. That's pretty silly. Is it sillier than Gwen? I guess I did laugh aloud. I did laugh out loud when I saw it. So a solid 4 on silliness. Okay, maybe a 3, maybe a 3.7 on the silliness. There we go. And and then there's so amount of silly, and then okay, you dropped anatomy practice in the Discord. Very cool stuff. And then there's recovery centers. Oh, because recovery centers for an object. There's like lore instead of a hospital. You have a recovery center. There's stuff going on there. It is. I don't know. I'm having fun figuring out how all of this works. And then speaking of Philip, I can't draw him for the life of me. I cannot. Wait, but you've drawn. Okay, I guess there is a difference between Philip and Lawrence, but also they're played by the same guy. And you've drawn Lawrence. So which is it? Okay, it's I can chill about it. Okay, and then Philip Hamilton did make me sob, like the kind where you taste your own snot, not to get too gross. There's Philip being over here, and men named Philip are interesting. Wait, that sounds like the start to a story. Buzz and Brina, what do you mean interesting? And then there's poetry going on, and then there's oh no, there's the memories going on. How much badass is Philip? Ooh. Ooh, okay, he's badass in the confidence sort of way. However, his entire story is that he plays piano. He is a poet. He's 19, and then he gets shot and dies of infection. He died. He was, all the little germies got him. So when the absolute extra credit standard for badass is Ida the Owl Lady, you're gonna score lower. You're gonna score lower. There's epicness going on and 0 a.m. going on, and okay, you know what, 3? No, actually it might be less. Okay, 2? Like you still stood it. You still stood your ground against a gun. You still went all the way. It's the confidence. The confidence is there. He gets shot unfairly. His opponent's ass did not wait till 10. It's so true. And then head by saying, "All right, I gotta hit the sheets. Thanks for an awesome art club meet, Shorty Squad. Thank you for showing us a bunch of art. I guess I'm just demonstrating how the rankings are." Looking at the blush here and wondering if it's a thing, admiring the canvas around here, indeed, and good night to you, and thanks for being around. Big waves. He would have gotten shot anyway, but right, they just went up to the duel. And they were like, tuberculosis exists. I don't know what a germ is. Anything could kill me. I might cough and die of unknown causes, or maybe ghosts or laudanum the next day or the next week. That's the kind of world they lived in, and they were still trying to shoot each other with no armor for honor. You should duel with a sword, surely. Even when guns are invented, you should duel with a sword. It's gonna suck more. Fine, maybe a gun is more efficient. I don't even know where I'm arguing with this, what I'm arguing with myself. Look him in the eye, no higher. Summon all the courage you desire, and then count. I think the count does make me cry. I'm in some kind of emotions today. You gotta stop. Some part of you says you gotta stop. The part that's typing says you gotta stop. The knowledge of the rest of the Hamilton lyrics probably says keep going. How memorable is the Philip Hamilton? I don't think about him as much as the other characters, but I can never forget him. I don't think about him as much, but I can never forget him. Does that mean, is that a 4 then? Sure, yeah, that's a 4. That's a 4. There's being non-stop, and then there's guns being not a thing. Wait, is that in the context of duels? Like if you had to go to a duel, to the death or to the surrender, what would your weapon be? Probably not guns then? Cause guns get it over with faster. Is that the purpose? Efficiency? We're bringing some efficiency in there. And what is the story of Philip? Well, I mean, for the context in the musical, you get some. He's just used to support another person's story. Would I rank that as a solid 3 then? You know what? That feels right. And then iconic. I mean, fairly iconic. I am a little bit biased toward thinking that a lot of things from Hamilton are iconic. That's a flaw. That's potentially a character flaw of mine. I've zoomed into something and zoomed out of something, and then everything is Hamilton real. After the war, you went back to New York. After the war, you went back to New York. and then hello DDC 1998. Were you previously named Word 998? Hello, if you've gotten a username change and you already sent the money, please let my family go. Now, you know what we agreed upon, and I'm gonna need the full amount. Would be the characterful, I don't know, wild thing to say. Do I have to elaborate? Do I have to elaborate when I have not kidnapped somebody's family? Cause that's gonna be my default state of not kidnapping families. Oh my god. Wow. What the hell? That's the conversation can truly go in any direction. How lovable is Hamilton? How lovable is the ham boy? Perfect A, I'll say. Perfect A. And how much Babygirl? Yeah, also a perfect A. That's an extra credit, but as a grown man who is 19, who is dead, he's Babygirl. Yeah, he's Babygirl. Yeah, so there's what does that average out to? I'm not sure, because this all broke. It all broke an incredible amount. My God. Okay, so there's a phone, and there's a New York. Oh, okay, that's wonderful. Enjoy New York. Have you been there before? My brother, he's only been there once, but he doesn't like it because it stinks. I don't know. I'm easily dazzled by things. Some towns, they only have like 100 years of history. Not in New York. They have all kinds of history, and they remember it all the time. And what's your favorite ham song? And then Big Sad, and then don't be sad. Think New York thoughts. Wait, that could also be sad, but don't. Recommend no sad. Woo! I have a food. What? Okay, favorite Hamilton song. Gosh, which one? Okay, so basically the entire soundtrack, basically, like if you try to pick out any single one that could loop a lot, then you're just gonna want to have the entire 2 hours on loop for the maximum experience of it. You're gonna want to have the maximum experience of it like that. However, I will say that the one that stood out to me, that made me start liking Hamilton on my first listen, was Satisfied. I feel like it's not the punchiest one, but the story like seized up my heart and made me stop. Will you be heavily judging my decision? Why do I only see that? When I've said what I've said, which was number one, all of them. Number two, Satisfied is emotionally significant to me. If I were to rank musical songs, and then overall stories, musical songs, overall stories, and then music in general, that would be totally different criteria from the silly, tragic, badass, memorable story, icon, lovable, baby girl, friend, fave, cool fan art. Objective criteria. It would be a totally different thing from that. My mouth's so dry. Satisfied is so good. I feel okay. Even with the message of heavily judging, even as a joke, even with that message, I feel pretty confident answering any song in Hamilton, because they're just polished. And I don't know that Lin-Manuel Miranda has said that he has ADHD or anything, but a lot of his whole deal reminds me of having ADHD, of how it's supposed to be. It's something that I'm curious about. The way that the connections are made. And then, please, I won't tell anybody. We won't press charges. My goodness. I'll have to let your teeny little gnome family out of the jar that they got stuck underneath. You've really convinced me. You've really appealed to my heart of hearts. They're gonna make it out of there, and they haven't even run out of oxygen yet. You've really appealed it to me. There's water to be drunk, and an obedient service, or the story of tonight reprise. Ooh, okay. There's stuff going on, and then caveman brain, and then bussin' brain. What is going on? Okay, I haven't drank water. That reminded me. We are some kind of a dehydrated squad. I haven't really gotten through Gwen. How badass, perfect score. How memorable. I mean, she is really memorable, but I guess I personally don't think about her a whole lot, but still pretty up there. Overall story, I think I was really invested. Okay, wow, I didn't see myself going for a 5 on story, but I think I was really invested. Iconic, iconic has to go with cool fan art. She's iconic. Does she stand out to me as iconic? Yeah, at least a perfect score in being iconic. Lovabl, at least a perfect score also. Babygirl, yeah, okay. Perfect scores and extra credit all across the way for Spider Gwen, I guess. And shrimp, check your posture. What? Is this what I? Am I even in frame if I have this posture? Yes, Okay, I have no excuse. I have no excuse to shrimp. Okay, apparently my forehead is supposed to be a little bit out of the camera. If I'm being the straightest that I can possibly eat, there's eating food. There's things going on. Okay, I think this has been a demonstration of how the ranking system works and how much I love Edalyn Clawthorn. I think that would make her rank higher than my favorite Dimension 20 character so far, which are a chocolate rabbit who died and who is excused from being lovable because he's an ass, and that's better. Sometimes it's better for a character to be an ass, so he just gets to be excused from being lovable. And then there's this girl who is a personified chili pepper and also an assassin, and she's like a hatch chili pepper or something. Oh, a ghost chili pepper, and then that's perfect for an assassin, right? And then she starts out like all young and stuff, and so she's like literally green when she's in the killing people business, and everything about her story and her concept makes me cry a little bit. And then she's assassing out in the world. She's out there assassing, and then she's also serving some kind of god of rot and decay and hunger, and the imagery is obsessive to me. Do I want that to rank higher? Do I want that to rank higher, or do I give her extra credit about that? I don't know. I guess I just gush. I guess I just gush about favorite characters. I get in here at sort of a late time, in and out of here at sort of a late time. One day will be the longest stream record. You're calling it. You're clocking it. The longest drawing stream, at least, wherein I finally finish a drawing so hella fast. I feel like I've come pretty close sometimes. And then 10 months of streaming nonstop. Oh my god. Goodbye, you have to leave. Goodbye to you, just a little guy. I'm also trying to leave. Do I remember a song lyric? To send us off? Good God, the only thing I remember now is the beginning of Hamilton due to talking about it. So I guess that a wise man once said, "How does a bastard orphan son of a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, impoverished in poverty and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar?" A wise man once said that, but like a lot more lyrically, and it was awesome. And the next time I'm sad, I'll think about that. And I hope that you have a great day. Thanks for being here. And the bunny is lying on your side. That's awesome. Wait, the stream started 16 hours ago? That is when I made the thumbnail. Okay, mystery